the Pacific region, we have similar cases, and we've been sharing ideas because Papua New Guinea has a lot more experience in mining than Fiji. Also, I have been able to learn a lot from what the Fiji government has been doing in terms of how they're managing their mining activities and their quarries and their small-scale mining.
My favorite part of the course is the mining closure plan and mining rehabilitation, the completion and the decommissioning of a mining operation. Most thing I learned from that, how to rehabilitate and up to what the community likes before you surrender all the development to the government.
Inclusive governance is about enabling those communities to know what the developments will mean for them, about resource development and ultimately their livelihoods. For a lot of them, this will be their first contact with people from outside their own communities. So they need to know what these developments will mean for them.
Coming to this course, I've met people from, all over the world. After most of the lectures, we sit down, we grasp that lesson or the lecture, we try to bring it down to our situation. Some of the things that are in the lectures we can take back, but if we cannot take back, then we discuss among ourselves and we try to see a way forward in which we can help develop our own countries.
In relation to my job as I'm an environment officer, that is the main thing I do in terms of reviewing the environmental impact assessment, to have a closure plan in place before we given the approval to the mining development to mine that place.
Compliance and monitoring here in Central Queensland, as far as what I've seen, has been great. The company knows what to do, and the legislation is there to govern what they do. So I was pretty amazed and was really glad to see all the mines that we visited and how well they complied. Their legal obligations to the Queensland Environmental Protection Act was obviously outstanding. So that is one thing that I will take back with me.
I think the leadership really, I think, is just a way of being innovative. I think being innovative, being ready and prepared to do things in a whole new way, in a new approach. That is where real leadership comes in.
Trading ideas and learning new stuff has meant a lot to me in terms of taking all that back home, because we're in the process of developing our own policies and legislation. That is the Bougainville mining laws and legislations. That has a very big impact.
Being an IM4DC alumni has enabled me to make connections and networking with people who are in the industry from other countries of the world. And it allows me to share my experiences and learn from what's happening in other countries.
With the knowledge I gain from this study at IM4DC, I'll be able to utilize it to help my people back home, the community. I think we should involve women in the mining development, in the planning process, in terms of how they plan for the development. I'll relate it to the family as how women are looking after the family. That is how they will look after the environment.
I manage the Women in Mining and Petroleum program, which is a program that empowers women and communities, not only women but communities around mining, giving them skills, training and education so that they can take part in the developments that are taking place and benefit economically.
Alone, I don't think we'll make a change. If we can work together and develop all the ideas that we're learning now, in a small way, it will be a start. But I think it'll go a long way.